Governor Ganduje of Kano State has said the situation in Kano State was becoming terrible by the day as cases of COVID-19 pandemic continue to increase in the state. This is the state took samples of fresh 44 persons for testing, while issue of death among the elderly has not been settled. But as the situation gets serious, we are surely on top of it, but this requires putting up a testing machine in Kano by the federal government. Governor Ganduje, however, assured that nobody that tested positive was in serious need of a ventilator, hence the situation is still manageable. He said in order to punish offenders of the current lockdown, they have established 10 mobile courts to try anybody found wanting. Dr. Tijani Hussein, the state coordinator COVID-19 rapid response, explained that the state NCDC center at the Aminu Kano Teaching Hospital was locked down because the place is currently undergoing a 74-hour fumigation exercise. Tijani noted that in the last 2 days, they recorded 44 suspects, bringing the total suspects whose samples were taken to Abuja to 489 with 74 confirmed positives. Ganduje explained that they usually transport the samples of suspected cases to Abuja, which takes almost 7 hours, and in most cases, the samples get wasted, forcing them to look for other samples. Governor Ganduje, who commended Kano people for observing the total lockdown, said the initiative was the only remedy to stop the pandemic. Says we are appealing to the federal government to, as they support Lagos and Ogun State, also come to the rescue of Kano State quickly. This development came as the state lost so many persons of prominent positions in the state. Hey, wow. So guys, you know that Ganduje has already said he will not mind 15 billion naira. He will want 15 billion naira for this pandemic. That was what he requested from the federal government, and that's why he's crying out to say yes, we need money, that the situation day by day is really becoming terrible. So they need money. I think by the time the money comes, everything will be okay. You will ask me that, does it mean these people don't even plan? It shows, because it has really exposed them. What do you do in the X sector before now? Those are the things that ought to be there, from state to state. But what do we do? Nothing. What do they do? Nothing. But they will talk about all this their expenditure, recurrent expenditure for them, for their cars, for their allowances, for this and that. They won't even want latest car. They always talk about latest car, latest things, but we don't have latest economy. We don't have latest infrastructure. But our lawmakers, both at federal and state level, they want latest, the things in vogue. But we don't have a in vogue economy. We don't have a in vogue that is in vogue. We don't have a latest all of those things, infrastructure. We don't have it. We don't have a latest system. We don't have it. See everywhere. Amajiri is a different is another thing entirely, all over the place. It is now, they are now, you can imagine, because of this COVID-19 has been able to expose them. These are the things that they ought to have done, to have cleared all these children and put them in the right position. Now, because COVID-19 has come now, they are the people who are always talking about, oh, don't talk about Amajiri. It is their way of life. It is their heritage. Don't talk about them. Oh, majority of the people that are prominent people in the north, they came from Amajiri and all of that. Then why is it that they didn't leave them on the streets? Children like that. Children that are vulnerable. These are the things that they ought to have done before now. Put things in place. Every state ought to have done this kind of a thing. NCDC is supposed to be in every state. Even if they are not even 100%, but at least to a very large extent, whether 60 to 70%, then if this kind of a thing now comes, they will now need little things to be able to upgrade and bring it to the way it ought to be. No, they won't do it. See the roads all over the place. See everywhere so dirty. See people, no, even data we don't even have. And these people, they will be feeling big, they will be traveling abroad. Who do them? Something is wrong somewhere with these people. And like I always say, some people are just there, some people are on the waiting list to go and get their own share of the whole thing. But as we speak now, because now, I think initially, Ganduje was trying to tell us how they are going to bring to book all those people who are carrying fake news, all those who are making all these stories up, that a lot of people died, this and that. Then it was even within 3 or 4 days. It was within 2 days. It was like about 2 something. But now it's over 6 something. Now it's now saying, oh, it's a sad thing that they lost prominent people. You can imagine. Now you are attesting, agreeing to that. But I think what he needs is money. It needs money. 15 billion naira will not be too bad. Mr. President, you are hearing Governor GANDUJE of Kano, just 15 billion, just like he said, the way they gave Lagos, the way they gave all the rest people and Ogun. So 15 billion naira will not be a bad idea. I don't know whether you think you guys think is right, or the 15 billion naira is just too much. So let's wait. Of course, he's gonna get it. Forget it. He's gonna get it. Is it done? Done deal or whatever. He's gotten it already. Someone says, Ganduje, you have collected money as usual and allowed them to inject the virus to your people. May you you know it. I don't know what this person is trying to write here. Okay, the man is killing prominent citizens against him secretly. That is your wahala. You removed an educated and visionary emir who would have advised you properly to the situation, and put an emir who will not advise you on anything because you hate truth. Sanusi was telling you and you removed him for no cause. Now the truth is before you. Face it alone. He needs money. Once the money comes, forget all those truth. Forget about truth. There's nothing like truth. If the money comes now, the federal government gives him that money, the whole truth will be fine. The whole truth will come out. God has a way of doing things. Coronavirus will visit each and every one of them who refuse to share the money individuals contributed to share to share to Nigerians. APC hijacked it and took it to the northern areas alone. And showers of COVID-19 will locate them all. Now, wow, this coronavirus issue for Kano is becoming unbearable. We need support from the president. With 74 positive, but NCDC only announced 4 cases for Kano yesterday. I think something is wrong with NCDC here. Please bring out money and help the poor people in your state. Ganduje, you never see corona. You don't dey ask for 15 billion naira. You are a pure kleptomaniac. My man, Sanusi is God that will vindicate you. Eat and sleep banana. Okay. After the removal of Sanusi, hope you can see without eye that God is fighting for him. Governor Ganduje, remove your head daughter from Kano State government COVID-19 state as the head because she has no experience and competence. Okay, her daughter is there, or his daughter is the head of a COVID-19 team in Kano. Well, someone say check your sleeves. Something is hiding there, which only you can tell. Oh my goodness. Now waiting you dey find be that, so that your people can get infected anyhow and wait for Buhari to send you billions. I sorry for you. Where? No, it is not terrible. Did you not the other day the people were carrying fake news? Exactly. The other day said people were carrying fake news when it was reported that many people died the previous week, when the president directed that there should be partial lockdown and social distances due to your disobedience. You expose your people to COVID-19 disease. When some large number of dead bodies were buried at a mortuary in Kano, you denied that nothing like that happened. Your disobedience to the federal government's directives brought unfortunate death to Kano people. He was denying it. Exactly. He was denying it. Those who are behind this fake news, they will be brought to book. They will do this and that. That the situation was not as bad as they thought, that it's a normal thing. People say, okay, within 3 days, how many people normal thing? But now he's coming out to say the case by the day by the day is becoming terrible. You can see these people. But believe you me, if he sees that 15 billion naira, everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. Someone say you better go and apologize to Sanusi. Go and apologize to Sanusi. Continue to convert Christian by force to Muslim. God must punish you. They should continue washing their hands inside a bowl and drink it. Hey, it's true. That video went viral. That boy or girl or boy or man washed his hands and drank. He said nothing like coronavirus. So see, everybody don't sit down for inside us now. But this Ganduje or what said it's malaria and no corona. Makinde of Oyo State should also think twice. If not that Oyo State may be worse than Kano State due to the governor's negligence. Um, Gandolas, ride on because of your selfishness. Expect more. So guys, let us hear your opinion with the outcry of a governor of Kano State, Abdullahi Ganduje. Leave your comments